Om Sri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Namaha. Valmiki Ramayana, Balakanda, Chapter 26. Rama slays Tataka. Summary. Rama encounters his first problem, female demon Tataka, and also called as Tadaka, and eliminates her at the orders of sage Vishwamitra. This is a crucial test put to Rama by Vishwamitra in ascertaining whether Rama is the follower of Dharma through elder men's order or not. Rama eradicates Tataka basing on his own self-confidence. Chapter 26 in detail. On hearing the words of that firm sage about the female demon Tataka, Raghava's best man's son, who is firm in his vows, worshipfully adjoining his palms, replied to that sage, "Upon my father's order, upon my honor to my father's word, and looking upon this as the word of sage Kushi's son, my mentor, this task is definitely to be implemented. What my great-souled father Dasharatha directed me to do among elders in Ayodhya, that word too cannot be disregarded. Such as I am, I will undertake the primary duty of eliminating Tataka, according as the follower of father's words, and according to the instruction of a Brahma scholar, such as you are, without a doubt. I am ready to effectuate the bidding of an inestimable sage like you for the welfare of cows and Brahmanas and for the advantage of this province." So said Rama to sage Vishwamitra. Saying thus, Rama, the enemy destroyer, clenched his left fist on the hand grip in the middle of the bow, and with the right he made a thunderous sound of the bowstring, making all the directions to blast. By that sound, the inhabitants of Tataka forest are frightened, and even Tataka is astonished by that sound, and she is infuriated at it. She, who is convulsed in anger to hear that sound, gave attention to the direction wherefrom it emerged, and she rancorously rushed thereto. Raghava, on seeing that monstrous-looking female demon with a distorted face, and who by proportions is very gigantic, furthermore infuriated, spoke to Lakshmana. "Lakshmana, see that Yakshi's frightening and fearful physique, seeing which hearts of cowards are prone to burst. She is unstoppable and has magical powers, isn't? You may see now how I will make her to readily retreat by lopping off her ears and the tip of nose. As it is her feminineness is protecting her, and I do not really attempt to kill her, but I intend to terminate her lacking modesty and mobility." While Rama is still speaking that way, convulsed in anger, Tataka roaringly rushed towards Rama alone, swinging her arms. But the Brahma sage Vishwamitra, daunted, sounded her off and said to Rama and Lakshmana, "Let you be safe and be victorious." Flipping up dreadful dust on those two Raghavas, Tataka baffled them for a while with a massive cloud of dust. Then, taking hold of witchcraft, she inundated both the Raghavas with highly torrential stone rain, by which Rama became filled with anger. On forestalling her, effusive stone, storming with his arrows storm, Rama even mutilated both her arms with arrows while she rushed towards them. With her arms severed and fatigued, she started to roar extremely at the nearby, and then provoked Lakshmana, made her to lose her ears and the tip of nose by cutting them off. That guise changer vanished after variously altering her aspects, and then, on baffling them with her illusory and discharging storms, she moved about applaudingly. And on seeing both Rama and Lakshmana, who are being overspread by storms of stones from all over, then the illustrious sage Vishwamitra spoke this sentence: "Enough is your compassion, Rama. She is a sinister, behaviorally malevolent, and hinderer of rituals, and this Yakshi gets a grip on herself in a short time by her illusory powers. Sun is going to set in a short time, and only before that time she shall be destroyed, for demons at dusk and afterwards become unassailable." Indeed, so said sage Vishwamitra to Rama. When Vishwamitra addressed him thus, Rama displayed his capacity in sound, archery, forestalled that Yakshi who had gone into invisibility, and storming storms with his arrows. And when the arrays of arrows obstructed her who possesses illusional powers, she dashed towards Rama and Lakshmana, blaring loudly. And Rama struck an arrow in her chest, who is invading and speedily swooping down like a thunderbolt. And thus she is readily fell down and totally dropped dead too. On seeing her, who is horrendous in her shape, is eliminated, Indra and other gods have highly esteemed Rama, saying, "Admirable, admirable is this act." The thousand-eyed and the destroyer of enemies' citadels, Indra then spoke with high satisfaction, and even all of the gods are gladdened, and said to Vishwamitra this way: "O sage Vishwamitra, you are blessed. All the groups of wind gods along with Indra are pleased, so you please show more concern for Raghava, the sons of Prajapati Krisharva, who are valiant by their virtue and who possesses ascetic strength. O Brahman, they may be offered to Raghava. Rama is steadfast in following your assignments, and thus he is the worthy receiver of those missiles. And this prince has to accomplish a very great deed of gods." So said gods to Vishwamitra. All the gods, on saying thus and on extolling Vishwamitra, they contentedly return to heavens, and then the sunset has come to pass. That best sage is satisfied with Rama, and gladdened for the eradication of Tataka, kissed the forehead of Rama, and then said this sentence: "Here we stay for tonight, Rama. The August one for a gaze, and tomorrow morning we will go to the hermitage of mine." So said Vishwamitra to Rama. On listening sage Vishwamitra's word, Dasharatha's son Rama comfortably stayed that night there in the forest of Tataka. On that very day alone, the forest of Tataka too is released from the curse, and it shone forth like the luxurious heavenly garden of Kubera, namely Chaitraratha. Rama, while being praised by the groups of celestials and liberated souls for complete elimination of Yaksha's daughter, namely Tataka, stayed there along with the sage, only to be awakened by the next day's sunrise. Thus, this is the 26th chapter in Balakanda of Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.